Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to spend some time with me today. I hope that you're very well and you're having a wonderful week no matter where you are. And to those of you who are affected by the recent hurricanes in Houston and in Florida, our hearts go out to you, and we are thinking of you and sending prayers and positive thoughts and hoping that you have been affected in a minimal way, if at all. We are thinking of you and following. I watch CNN a lot, so we got a lot of coverage. Today I thought I would do something kind of autumn inspired, a quick get ready with me. I always say quick, but it never ends up being quite as quick as I'd like because I'm just slower, I suppose, doing it on camera. But when I'm doing things in real life, it doesn't take me half the time because I don't talk to anybody. Anyway, I'm feeling very autumnal because here in Ireland the weather has started to turn a little bit chillier. Definitely a little bit chillier. I know I'm going to have to go through my wardrobe and pull out all the, really summery items and put them away because they're just too light to wear now. Temperatures, we can still get kind of warm, muggy days, kind of humid and close, but in the same day we can have cold winds and rain, and that's the way it's been for the last week or so, and particularly early morning and in the evening. So when I'm bringing the children to school in the morning, we definitely need warmer coats, and then by the time I'm picking them up in the afternoon it's warmer, so they don't need them. And in the evening time I notice that I'm feeling the need to put the heating on, but I'm not giving in. I am not putting the heating on what is it, the 12th of September? No, not doing that. We'll put on extra cardigans or hoodies or whatever, but no heating is going on. I may end up eating my words. But anyway, what inspired me today was two things really. I'm feeling a little bit more autumnal, so I want to change things up a little bit. And also, Boots No.7 have introduced a new foundation, and it is called, I think it's called the Lift and Illuminate. You know the way they have that serum? I don't know how to insert photos. I will learn, but I just don't know how to do it yet. I was in Boots yesterday and I'm just looking to see where, there it is there. I hope I can enlarge the picture on my phone. No. I'll just go back and where are you gone? There it is. It's called Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Foundation. So that is it there. Oops, sorry, it changes page. So that's it there. And if you click on it, I'll just tell you, there's lots of shades. You can see there. I hope it picks up. It's €24. It's out of, let's see, it's got 1, 2, 3, it's four out of 5 stars. Let's see. Oh yeah, double tap. There we go. That's a better image of the bottle. So it has an SPF of 15 and it's suitable for sensitive skin. I'll just read out to you what it says. Your best looking skin, instantly smoother, firmer and more radiant. Who doesn't want that? Enriched with anti-aging skincare ingredients from our No.7 Lift and Luminate Triple Action Serum. This foundation instantly improves the appearance of lines and wrinkles, firmness and uneven skin tone. Pores and discolorations look reduced for a flawless looking radiant complexion. Our unique blend of optical blurrers and light reflecting particles instantly reduce the signs of skin aging by reflecting light away from fine lines and wrinkles. Skin is left with a radiant, healthy glow. This flexible formula stays in place all day and doesn't migrate into fine lines and wrinkles despite the thousands of daily facial expressions you make. This comfortable feeling foundation is proven to deliver the ideal level of coverage for aging skin, which doesn't mask your natural beauty, keeping skin looking healthy and flawless all day. All-day hydration restores suppleness and plumper looking skin. SPF 15 helps to actively protect skin from the aging effects of the sun. How to use: shake before use, blend on smoothly and evenly with your fingers. No.7 Flawless Finish Blending Sponge or No.7 Foundation Brush, which is now only £10, which is, I suppose, I'm not sure what the exchange rate is. It could be maybe €12. And then it just lists the the ingredients. The top ingredient is water. I'm looking to see if there's any alcohol, not that I recognise. Oh, there's denatured alcohol, but it's way down the list. I can't see parabens in it. For some people that's a concern. I try to avoid them. I think that's just a purely personal thing. Some people just don't like them. Oh, there's an ethyl paraben in it, but again, it's way down. I mean, that's the list of ingredients there. I don't know if you can, there, that's the list of ingredients. So the denatured alcohol is like down here. And the paraben, I'm not pointing exactly, the paraben is, where is it gone? It's kind of 3/4 of the way down here. So yeah, there are things to consider if there are things that concern you. But there's a very wide range of colours, and it's actually not bad value. 24, did I say 24 euro? Let me check again. Or was it 24 pounds? I think it's 24 euro. Yes, 24 euro. Oops, you knocked the camera. So when I was there yesterday, I saw it, and I love a new foundation. So I asked the girl, could I have a sample? And she very kindly gave me 2. So I am in, she gave me warm vanilla, which is this one, and cool ivory, which is this one. So they're not too dissimilar. And I'm just going to swatch them both to see which one would be the best for my skin colour. And I'm going to do it on my, well, I'll do it on my wrist, I suppose. This one is, that's the warm ivory. So that's the warm ivory. And then this is the cool vanilla. And I was colour matched with, you know, they have a little machine that they put on your skin. That's the cool vanilla. So on camera, this one looks kind of slightly more cool tone, and this is slightly more warm tone. I think I will go with the warm ivory. Yeah, sure, I can always, we'll know fairly soon. I'm going to just wipe that off so I don't smear it all over myself, which I'm very likely to do. What was I going to say? It's gone out of my head. Okay, so I'm going to go with the warm ivory, and I can try the cool vanilla another day. And I'm just going to clip back my hair. I have 2 mirrors here, so if you see me looking to the side, you'll know why. Let's clip that back. Now I have done my skincare, and I literally popped on a little bit of concealer under my eyes this morning, and I did a very quick brow with the Benefit Give Me Brow, and a little bit of mascara because I was running out to school, and I don't like to go out too barefaced because it might scare people. So yeah, I have everything here in front of me. If you see me reaching, you'll know why. It's all on a ledge here. And I'm going to use eye colours from the Morphe palette number 350. I'm always a little bit nervous using them because they're slightly out of my comfort zone, but my daughter loves this palette and she keeps taking it on me, so I had to go to her room to retrieve it. Okay, so all the skincare is done. I've wiped off any little smearings and any little bits of concealer. And I'm going to start with what I usually start with, which is over here out of reach. Just knocked down my primer. I'm not using a primer on my skin. This is the Catrice Camouflage Anti-Dark Circles, Anti-Circles, or Anti-Shadow. And I'm just going to pop that on in my normal dark spot there that just as I get older seems to be getting worse. But sure, what can you do? I think I'd said recently that I loved this initially when I bought it, and I still do like the effect of it, but I'm not sure if it's drying my skin out a little bit, or it's the fact that I've been using the Dr. Brandt Needles No More, because that goes kind of around your eye. You use it up here and here, you don't use it below, kind of here. So I'm not sure if that's been the cut, but I do think it's slightly drying. And I'm using my Catrice Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer, and it is in the shade Fair. This is 16 Hour. I don't know if I think that's a little bit of a lofty claim, but I do like it. It's kind of creamy. This is a repurchase So I do like it that much, but it's not one that I would say, you know, I couldn't be without it. I'd be quite happy to try some others. So I'm just patting that in with my finger, and you'll see the difference that that makes. It brightens as well. So literally just patting that in. Now, in real life, that looks quite blended. I hope it looks quite blended there as well. So you can see it brightens the area. Now, my favourite brush at the moment for applying my foundation is my blank canvas. What's the number? F08. It's a buffing brush. I think I spoke about it in one of my favourites videos. I love this brush. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm hoping it's going to work well with this particular foundation. And it does say, as I read out, that you can apply it with the No.7 buffing brush. So let's hope. So she didn't give me a huge amount. Sometimes it depends on who you get. I'm just going to pop it on, dot it on, and then blend it out. Better use my mirror. I won't know what I'm doing, because sometimes the viewfinder in the camera is not great for giving you a realistic view of what's going on. So what I do with this is I just gently, very, very gently, kind of buff the foundation, and this goes for any foundation that I'm using. This is how I use this brush. And actually I really like the way this is going on. I'm just gently buffing it in, not being too vigorous. It's spreading very easily. It feels comfortable on the skin. It's giving my skin a nice glow. Easy to work with. Now, with this brush, they tell you then to sort of, what does it say? To buff it in and then sort of stipple to get a nice, flawless finish. Now, this foundation has a serum in it. It has the Lift and Luminate serum in it. So you're getting skincare benefits as well as the coverage. Now, that's with no primer. And you can see how quickly that went on. Now, I hope it's showing up that certainly on my mirror, it looks very even. It's not heavy. I can still see my skin, but it's given me an even skin tone. Now, I'm going to see if it's buildable. So I'll just take another little bit and see if I can build it up without anything untoward happening. And what am I at? 12! Now again, just sort of buffing it in around the problem areas and onto my forehead and around under my chin and into my hairline. Okay, so that's, yeah, I'll do it under my, I think it's, I don't know, 10 plus mirror. That actually looks very nice. It's not settling into lines or pores. It's giving a nice even tone to my complexion. Blend it out easily. It's not clinging to any dry patches. I do have kind of normal skin. It would tend to be normal to dry. I'm going to bring some down my neck. Normal to dry as opposed to normal, you know, combination oily. But I don't have particularly dry skin, but I suppose maturing skin. So I would tend to look for something that's more hydrating. So that's the base. I'm going to wait and see. I'm not going to put powder on it just yet. Sometimes I'll put a powder straight on. I have my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, but I'm not going to put that on immediately. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to contour a little, and I'm using MAC Harmony to contour. I'll list everything. I don't know if you like me to list things, just list them, or if you like me to link them. I don't have any affiliate links. I have nothing like that. I look them up and I'll find, you know, if I can find, if it's MAC, if I can find it on the MAC website, I'll list it and link it, just so you can see kind of what's available and what the prices are. And I know some of you live in the States, some of you are in Great Britain, some of you are in Ireland, and in other parts of Europe. So, you know, the prices are going to be slightly different. So, a little bit of contour. I don't even know what brand this is. It's just a small fluffy brush. I find it great for contouring. So I literally just go in. There's my There's my cheekbone. So I'm literally just going under the cheekbone, like that. And I will blend it out. Now, I was talking about kind of changing things up a little bit for autumn. So I tend to change my blushers and my lipsticks. Eye colours I can kind of, you know, work with the same tones and shades, but I do change my blushes and my lipsticks, and there's some blushes I won't use in winter and there's some blushes I won't use in summer. This one I love for winter time, autumn winter, and this is a Milani Baked Blush, and it's in 03 Berry Amore, or Amore, I don't think it's Amore, I think it's Berry Amore. So it's a lovely, actually I was watching Dawn from Dawn's Life Over 40, I think. Hi Dawn. She did a get ready with me using Milani products, and I think this was the one she used, and she likened it to, is it a dupe for Rockateur? I think it's a fairly close dupe for Rockateur. So you can see it's a lovely kind of a tawny colour, but it's got a little bit of flecks of gold going through it, which it doesn't come out like that. So I'll show you. This is my Bobbi Brown blush brush. I have had this for years. It's still in the same condition, so it's testament to how well those brushes are made. It's been washed numerous times. So I'm just going to, I always blow off a little bit of the dust. So just onto the apples of my cheeks. And again, I will blend everything out. I won't leave myself looking like Aunt Sally. Sometimes I find it's almost easier to just place the product. So that does look quite dramatic. I'm going to blend that out now with, it's just an Urban, not an Urban Decay, Bare Minerals, like a little kabuki brush. So I'm just going to blend that out with that. So blend the two together. I've noticed as I'm watching back my videos that I tend to move my head when I'm using brushes. It looks like I'm one of those, you know, those dogs that you put in the back of a car in the window and the heads bob up and down. That's what I remind myself of. So I have to keep saying to myself, don't bob your head. So I'm trying very hard not to. So blending that out, and you can see that's a kind of a nice berry tone. Might have gone a little bit heavy on this side. Nice berry tone for autumn. Now I am going to put my eyelid primer on, which I've dropped, so excuse me. Back again. It's the NYX Proof It. It's waterproof. I've been using this for the last few months and I do really like it. I haven't used any other, so I can't compare it, but it does help. I have kind of oily eyelids, and it does help to stop my shadows breaking down, or my liner, this hair tickling me, or my liner migrating. So what I do is I just blend it in with my finger, and then what's left on my finger I take just slightly under my lid, so that when I use a liner it doesn't move too much, or at all, hopefully. So I'll leave that to set for a minute, and in the meantime I will do my brows. I'm sorry, I have things kind of out of reach there because I use a window ledge, so I'm right in my window using natural light. This is again another NYX product. It's just the eyebrow pencil, and it's the thicker one. It's not the little skinny one. It reminds me of the Bobbi Brown one, which I had before, so it's very similar to that. I would say it's almost a dupe for that. This one is less than €10. The Bobbi Brown was 42 euro. So I don't know what the exchange is with the dollar at the moment, but actually I would be probably about the same, in and around the same. So yeah, this works exactly the same way. You can be as dramatic or as subtle as you want. I'm not great at doing my brows, so I err on the side of caution. And my daughters, one of whom is 25 and one of whom is 18, so they're both into their makeup, and they both love doing their brows, and they're always saying, Mom, see, I've half done, Mom, please can we do your brows? And I did let one, I can't remember which one of them, did my brows for me, and they were massive. It's the only way I can describe it. And when I was young, I had lovely brows. I really had lovely natural bushy brows. But then, you know, in the 90s, that wasn't fashionable, so I had to go and pluck them. And yeah, they never grew back properly. So message to all you younger girls, be careful how you do your brows, because you'll be stuck with them. So that's just a very light brow, and the beauty of this is it has a little brush on the end, which I prefer a spoolie, but this works, you know, if you're in a bind and you don't have one, this works perfectly. So just kind of neaten them and blur out the colour a little bit. I have a little friend here as well today. Let's see if I can turn the camera so you can see her. I'll have to get her. Elfie. Elfie. I'll have to move the camera down a little bit. Hold on. Just so you can see her. And there's my girl. She's not too interested in what's going on. Sure not. That's Elfie. That's my baby. Well, my fur baby. She loves to sit with me when I'm doing this. Just putting that back on its stand. Now, that should be set now. I am going to use my, I'm watching the time, it's 21. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is going to be fast. This is the Morphe 350. It's got beautiful shades. To keep an eye on the time as well, because I have to do my school run. There's no mirror in this, so I'm not going to blind you, but they're all the colours. Now you can see my daughter's been using it. She's hit pan here and here, and I'd say we're not too far off on some of the others as well. Some she hasn't touched at all, but you can see why I might be a little bit nervous. If it is mine, Olivia, if you're watching, it is mine. You can see that some of these shades over here, the tangerines, I would be a little bit nervous of. But I love the browns and the golds and so on. So I'm going to try, I picked out 3 before I started. I'm going to go with this one, and this one. None of them have names. They don't have numbers even. So if you have the Morphe 350, it's from the top row, 3 in, the third one in, and 3 down from that. So, sorry, I have a little string on that for hanging it on. You know the ones, the strings that you hang on that? I never use them, so I must cut that out, cut those off. Okay, so I'm going to use these are using MAC and blank canvas. So I'm going to put on, I'm using my MAC 219 or 217. It's worn off a little bit, but that's it there. You can see the number is wearing off. It's just a fluffy brush. And I'm going in with the lightest shade. It is shimmery, but I don't mind a little bit of shimmer. And I think if you have hooded eyes like I do, or maturing eyes, a little bit of shimmer can actually work to your advantage. I don't think it's something we should be too afraid of. Obviously you don't want to look like a glitter ball, but so I'm going to pop that on my mobile lid. Like that. And you can see it's actually not too shimmery, but it's nice and bright and illuminating. So the same on this side, just onto the mobile lid. Like so. And yeah, so nice and bright. I'm going to use the same brush because the next colour is not too different. And I'm going to, no, actually, I'm going to use this one. It's a flasher. It's a MAC again, and it's the 232, I think, but it's just a flat brush. And I'm going into that, the next one down, just a tiny little bit, and I'm going to go into my outer corner, my outer V, a little like that. I hope that's showing up. It's just a little darker than the one I put on my lid. I know this is going to run over, but anyway. So you can see that there. Now I'm going to go in with my blank canvas. It's the E23 and it's exactly like the MAC. It's the MAC, that's the 219, that's the MAC 219, that one there. But the blank canvas, practically the same. Maybe slightly bigger. I love it. It's much cheaper as well. So I'm going in with a darkish brown, and I'm just going to literally touch the outside and make kind of a reverse 7 in my outer V. I will blend it all, and this is kind of I wouldn't say daytime look, but I actually don't really know, do I have a daytime and a nighttime look? Maybe just go a little bit heavier with the colours at night if I'm going out. But I love my sort of neutrals, but this is slightly warmer than I would, or slightly more dramatic than I would normally go for. So does that look the same? More or less. So you can see where I've drawn like a reverse 7. It actually looks more on this side, so I'm hitting my brow bone so that I'm going to darken that recess. So I hope that looks the same on both. Now, my favourite brush for blending, I hope it is here, yes it is a Primark brush. It's the PS brush. It's just a fluffy one, it's double-ended, it has a little angled brush, and I use that all the time for blending. So I just blend it all together in circular motions, and one eye always blends more than the other, or better than the other. And my right eye has blended better. But I hope you can see the, yeah. Now you could go back in and darken things up even more. Now what I'm going to do is go in with my, my Sephora eyeliner, which I bought in July, and it's gone down to this size. You have to sharpen it every time. But I'm going to go under my lashes like this. I'm not really on the waterline. I'm just going into the root of the lashes, and I'm coming down here a little bit into the corner, and I'm just, if you find a squeamish look away, it just darkens the roots. So I hope you can see the difference there between this one and this one. And I'm going to go in on the other side and do exactly the same thing. I'm not really hitting my waterline, it's more the roots of the lashes, and I'm coming down into the tear duct kind of to just give that bit of definition into the roots of the lashes. Now you could, I often like to just take a tiny little wing out like that. I don't know if you can see that. It doesn't really show when I open my eye because my eyes are partially hooded, and the same on the other side. Sometimes I will go in on the top. I might just go in on the outer corner just to join the two together. So you can see there where my little line, my little flick is. Hope it looks the same. It does more or less on camera, or in real life. Yeah, and I don't want to deepen it too much. Now sometimes I go more on the top of the root, you know, from this side, but I'm going to stay light with it this time. I'm slipping. Now I'm going to go in with my lash combination of favourite at the moment, which is my Essence Volume Stylist. I think it's 18-hour lash extensions. The writing wears off on these. It has a nice thin brush. It can be a bit tacky. You kind of have to clean it off a little bit, but combined with the Covergirl Lash Blast, it just makes a nice combination. This really lengthens and defines the lashes. You have to be careful. It isn't waterproof, I don't think. I must check that. It does, and I find it does migrate a little bit. I'm just watching the time, 28. Oh my goodness. And I'll just do my bottom lashes a little as well, not too much. I'm so slow. I'm sorry that I'm keeping you so long. And then Covergirl Lash Blast, which is waterproof. I love it because it doesn't migrate, but it's kind of hard to get off. And I've had to buy a designated waterproof eye makeup remover. So this gives the volume, and it does stay in place. So it's a much thicker brush. I really like it. I don't know what I'm going to do when it's gone, except I've asked my daughter to bring me some home. It does give the volume and the thickness. So yeah, definitely defines the lashes. Now for lips, I'm going to have to reach again. This is MAC Dervish lip liner. So it's a kind of a nice autumnal colour. Not as easy to work with as Spice. I don't know, it's just harder. The actual liner is harder. She's breathing away there. I think you're dreaming. Yeah, she's dreaming. I find you just have to press quite hard. And I'm just going to fill in as well. I'm rushing now because I don't want to be keeping you. Now, I'm hoping this is going to work. This is Milani, number 48 Tuscan Toast. A lovely autumnal colour, and I'm just hoping it'll work with what I'm wearing. Comes off quite scary. Actually, on camera it looks redder, but it's actually browner in real life. I hope this works. I don't want too much. And I do find if I have a very dark lipstick like that, and if I put it on and it's a bit, I love this. This is L'Oreal lip cream. It's a cream gloss as opposed to a gloss. And it's in number 103 Protest Cream. Now it's slightly discoloured because I do use it over, but that's the shade there. So if I find that something is a little bit too scary, I literally just put a touch and blend it out, and it just sort of takes the sting out of it. So that's a lovely cream gloss, and that is more or less it. I don't think, I'm just looking at the exaggerator, the enlarged mirror, I don't think I need to powder. A little bit of, I'm touched there with the mascara. No, I really like that foundation. It's not settling. I'll see how it does without powder. But that's, I'll take down my hair now. Where are we? 32! 32 minutes. Oh, if you've made it this far, thank you. So, that's the finished look. It's the Lift and Luminate serum, triple action serum foundation from Boots No.7, and that is the colour Warm Ivory, and the eye palette is the Morphe 350. So like I say, inspired by sort of autumn, changing things up. I think I'll talk about it again in another video, what colours, what lip colours and cheek colours and so on. So I hope you like that look, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much to all of my new subscribers, and just you've no idea how much it means to me. And for me to have this many subscribers, when I started back in February, if I thought I would have had 10 subscribers, I would have been over the moon. But to have this many just means so much to me, and really thank you for spending your time with me. And I know it's been a long time, it's 33 minutes, but if you did like it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, maybe think about joining our absolutely wonderful community here. And it's a growing community, and I'm meeting new ladies all the time, and I'm learning new things all the time. So to everybody, thank you so much, and I hopefully will see you over the next couple of days to talk about something else. And I hope you're well, and take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.